Welcome everyone to Faded Worlds, another special edition of Lady Blackbird.
Yeah! Does it get less special or more special the more we play it?
I'm biased, so I'd say more special because this particular group.
Indeed.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
fine
In
with
any
that.
case, I feel special. So there's
Well,
that.
Brad, you are special.
Oh, okay, thanks.
You are special.
Everyone's special.
So, we have one new face today, Adazer. How are you doing?
Hello. I am great. Full of confidence
Well.
about playing this game.
Well, you should be, because it's
Yep.
I've only played it once, but it's awesome, and it is like super easy to pick up.
Yay.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah, it's not a very complicated game. Like the rules are all over here, pretty much. Like, that's all the important parts.
I saw when I popped in yesterday and I saw everything was here. I'm like, oh thank goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing how Harper manages to create like these fully fleshed out games in one page.
Yeah, it's very good at putting a lot of words together. And like,
Good words.
Getting them to mean very powerful things.
Yes. And have an easy interpretation.
Indeed.
So also with us today is Leo, also known as Wizard Darna, who you may have seen on Mostly Laughter, Some Slaughter. How are you?
I'm doing great. Happy finally able to meet Kelsa. She did put some name to a face, I guess, and meet the other two people here. Happy.
I know I feel honored every time.
Aw.
So, speaking of Kelsa, how are you?
Hello. I'm doing really good. I feel super professional now that I've got a green screen behind me, so you can chroma key it so that it matches the background and looks cool.
It does.
It's brand new. It just arrived yesterday, and I hadn't set it up until 5 minutes before the stream. So,
Nice.
it's working. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Good
And,
stuff.
Kala, how are you doing?
Good try. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. A nice day at work, and now I'm here and ready to play this lovely game with all of you.
Cool.
Mm.
I forgot. Did you? I think you did tell me what job you found, but
Yeah, sure. I can talk a bit about life.
I mean, you don't have to. I'm sorry.
Now I do well elderly care.
Oh yes, cool.
Yeah. I've been doing that for about 2.5 weeks now. It's been an experience for sure.
Yeah, sounds like one of those things that's rewarding yet
Very
like
emotionally draining.
emotionally challenging and probably challenging on other levels as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good times and sad times.
So why don't I turn it over to you?
Indeed. So tonight, for all of you out there, we're going to be playing Lady Blackbird by the one and only John Harper, who praised so highly earlier. And for those of you who are familiar with his flagship title, Blades in the Dark, this is set in the far future. So that's that same setting when the Empire has left the little planet where Duskwall and all the other cool cities are. We've taken to the skies of the Wild Blue. So let's see, Brad, I don't know if you're showing the map. I just had the chat open.
I think I'm showing part of the map. I'll make sure that it's in frame in just a moment.
Yeah. So Blades and all the other games Harper has done is set on this little planet here. Elysium, which is also the name of like the capital city. We'll be leaving that planet. We'll be on our way towards Haven and the remnants beyond it. But first, we need to meet our lovely cast, our lovely the four adventurers and one other NPC who will be following throughout the next few hours. He's going to read the opening crawl, if you will, to set the stage of where we're beginning. So, Lady Blackbird is on the run from an arranged marriage to Count Carlo. She hired a smuggler's careship called the Owl to take her from her palace on the imperial world of Elysium to the far reaches of the remnants, so she could be with her once secret lover, the pirate king Uriah Flint. However, just before reaching the halfway point of Haven, the Owl was pursued and captured by the imperial cruiser, the Hand of Sorrow, on the charges of flying a false flag. Even now, Lady Blackbird, her bodyguard, and the crew of the Owl are detained in the brig, while the commander of the cruiser, Captain Hollis, runs the smuggler ship's registry over the wireless. It's only a matter of time before they discover the outstanding warrants and learn that the Owl is owned by none other than the infamous outcast Cyrus Vance. How will Lady Blackbird and the others escape the Hand of Sorrow? What dangers lie in their path? Will they be able to find the secret lair of the Pirate King? If they do, will Uriah Flint accept Lady Blackbird as his bride? By the time they get there, will she want him to? Those are all questions that we'll try to answer in the next few hours or so. So we open in the brig of the Hand of Sorrow, where all of you are imprisoned. And
Sorry.
Yeah, as we hear some bagpipes go off in the background.
Backwards. Never stop playing, do they? They're here to torture us.
Indeed. Never escape the bagpipe sound here. But so yeah, I think we're all locked in individual rooms here. So we'll be panning from room to room and we get to a quick establishing shot of all of our characters. So why don't we start with the titular character herself, our good Lady Blackbird. How are you feeling over there? What do we see as the camera pans into your little cell?
I think I'm just sort of brooding. Looking bored, but also not entirely present. And probably clothed in like a huge hood that covers most of my face. That's like feathered, and the little bit you can see is very pale. And I just say, I'm waiting.
You're impatient to get at. So, with that, let's pan over to who I think is on the other side, which is the captain of the Owl, and I guess formal leader of this little expedition, Mr. Cyrus Vance. So, what do you look like, Captain? And what are you doing?
I probably have my I look like a probably tall African American male. Probably got chiseled features. He's got a real long beard that's kind of scraggly and but it's like still a little bit kept. He's kind of got a balding top on his head, which he does cover with his hat. But right now, his hat and his shirt are neatly folded on his bed in his cell, and he's right now doing like some form of calisthenics. He's doing some sit-ups in the cell.
Nice.
I'm just sitting there rocking back and forth, counting out the sit-ups. And then after I do that, I do push-ups. And after I'm done, I have a routine. I make my bed. I do this, and it's like it doesn't faze me.
I get the feeling this isn't the first time the captain's been captured by the Imperial military.
Oh yeah.
He has his routine down. Okay, then I think I'm going to give the choice over to you. Who out of your two crewmates, who do we see next? Do we see the Goblin Snuggle or your mechanic Kale Arkham?
I would say my mechanic, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. So it pans over to the side, and we see Kale in their room.
In contrast, Kale is what looks like asleep, but not on the bed, curled up in front of the door. But if you were to look a little closer, they're actually like working at the door, at the lower hinge, seeing how it's made, and they have little. Who knows how they got these in? Just little bits of metal, and they're scraping it off. And they swear it and tuck it under and start pouting. And like me, they have very pale hair and very dark skin. If I went in the sun, they're sort of wiry thin, but also small. You could be confused with a kid, but they're definitely an adult grown person. And they have a big cloth around them and the overalls. That's just the full overalls. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, and then last but not least, maybe across the room across this little hallway from Kale is Snargle, the goblin.
So
how are you holding up, Snargle?
Snargle is, well, it depends. What does the door to this cell look like?
Let's see. Well, I'm picturing a lot of original trilogy Star Wars for the Empire. So picture lots of metal, lots of doors that would normally slide open. Maybe the brig is a little less civilized. I don't think they've had time to fully renovate this part of the ship.
Yeah, so if there's not hinges, I'm definitely trying to get the ceiling off of it. It's either way, it's not effective.
I'm talking about bars or windows and such to see out.
See, I think there would be smaller windows. It's one of those small circular windows on the inside. You can't see out from the rooms, but you can see into the hallway.
Gotcha. So Snargle is kind of short and kind of small with big floppy ears and green skin and wearing some oversized clothing. And they are looking at the windows, trying to, is there glass in them or something sturdier or nothing in these small windows?
Yeah, there's definitely something. I think at a glance it looks like glass, but they might have reinforced it in some fashion.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Snargle is just going around trying, poking at things, seeing if there's anything where his shape-changing ability might come in handy to get him out of something, like if there's like a keyhole or something that he could try to pick a lock or something weird. And so yeah, he's just scrambling. Oh, damn it! There's gotta be something. God, this is stupid. I can't believe we got caught. It's all her fault. We're gonna get out of here.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Now that we've seen everyone, and some of us have been getting to this, but how do we want to try and get out of here? We're in the brig of this Imperial ship, and some of you do have some means.
Well, I suggest that one of you come up with something. If I am forced to take matters into my own hands, it would be unfortunate.
So just to clarify, are we all in one cell, or are we each in our own cell?
Yeah, you're in different cells, but you're like wall to wall with some people.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just checking.
Yeah, I think like if you shout, you can talk to each other. But the cells are like, I would say, but probably fairly soundproof. Not fully, of course, but yeah, fairly.
When she said that, I kind of stopped my, like still doing my steps. I'm like, lady, listen, we've been through this enough. Gail, what you make of the doors there? Any chance of us breaking through?
I get frustrated and I sit up and I like cross my legs and I'm just like, and I just like slowly look to the other and like see the opening seal and I'm like, yeah, I think I got this. Like I've been working on the wrong side of the door for the last half hour.
Okay.
So I'm going to just try to like pop the seal and work in tools to trigger an automatic override, like short circuit something. I'm trying to figure out what level of technology this is, but I guess it's whatever we say.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Like this incredibly thick tome of rules that I have. No, it's fine.
You know, it's kind of semi-magical sci-fi. Just roll with it.
Semi-magical sci-fi. That's the best kind because anything
Indeed.
You can convince the happy door to open for you.
Just talk the door into submission.
Yeah. I don't have my channeling yet. I can't. But what I do is I try to peel off some sealant and put a small piece of like just jam crystal in and cover it and cast a light spell in it to like overcharge some circuitry.
Okay.
To reset the door. I don't know what I would do. That's all I got.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
So the way rolls work in this game, I think is as good a time as any to introduce how that works.
Learning.
Like when the actual rolling happens. Yeah. So it works very similarly to like Burning Wheel if you're familiar. You have a pool of D6s, six-sided dice, and you want to roll a 4 or higher.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
classic.
Yeah, classic. So the way the pools work is that you start with one die, just for good luck. Then if you have a trait that you can apply, you get one more die.
Okay.
And then you can add any number of tags from that trait.
Okay.
Yeah. The exception here, which is a bit funny that we're starting
with petty magic.
Yeah, it's petty magic.
Yeah.
Because you can only use one of the spell tags at any one time.
But I can use maybe locks or dexterous. Not dexterous, but locks for sure, and light.
Well, you can only do one trait.
One subset. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that'd give me 2 dice, and this is we're learning about pools, so
Indeed.
I can put 1 from the pool. So I think I'll go ahead
so
and do that.
Let's see. You'll be at 3 dice
3,
to start with.
yeah.
Yeah. You start with 1, and then you add 1 for petty magic, and then one for the light spell.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought that you were going burglary and locks.
Well, I'm casting a spell on it to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I could get more dice if I do burglary and locks, but I mean, I have magic. I'm a petty magician in all the ways that means.
That's very good.
I feel it.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Yeah, and then you can add any number of dice from your pool.
So I start with 2 because I start with 1 automatically. I start with 1 from light, and then I'm just adding 1 from my pool.
Oh,
So
I think you get 1 as base as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first.
So you start with 1, and then you get 1 for petty magic, and then 1 for light.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, cool.
So yeah.
Nice.
So if you're spending one of your dice as well, you have 4.
Okay. So just roll 1d4. Sorry, 4d6.
Yeah.
Numbers, buddies. Good times.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You're going to get your target number. You might want to spend some more dice on this.
Oh.
Let's see. Opening the door. It's like how many successes you need.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's see. I think that I'm going to say that this is.
Oh, right, because a regular is 3, and this is probably really hard, so I definitely need more dice. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I think this might be with the light spell. Like I would probably say 4.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to spend 3, get up to 6, and then have 4 dice left. Okay.
Yeah.
So 66.
Although failing a magic roll is probably likely to be fun times.
I know. See, I don't know. I think I might want to fail it just so somebody else can shape. I'm going to knock it down by 1. I have to get all successes for this to work.
Here we go.
I did it.
You did not.
No.
You get 2 successes out of the necessary 4. So let's see. One good thing here is that looking at this,
I get experience.
Yeah. So this is actually one thing that we missed last time when we ran this last week. Is that when you fail a roll, you get your pool dice back.
Okay.
So your pool goes back up to
7.
I guess it goes back up to 7.
I'm just going to track this in a file.
Yeah. There should be a pile for you on the screen, and you should be able to control that.
I am unable to control these most precious of dice.
Okay, let's see. I might have to repaste all of these. Lovely. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
And then you also get an extra 1 to the die pool. Is that when you fail? That's what I saw.
Okay.
Okay.
That was. Yeah, you should be able to control that one.
I can. This is all I need. Just this 1. Right, guys?
Right. I mean, who needs more dice?
8 dice, please.
Indeed.
I'm going to hoard them.
Kill everything.
Yeah. That's why I'm still a petty magician.
So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this little set and then get everyone that. Except that didn't work. Lovely.
I might have been moving them at the time, so.
No worries. Yeah. Welcome to game mastering, everyone. Sometimes they just roll 20 shenanigans.
Yeah. At least roll 20's up. I mean, back in my day.
You had to roll 20s on their own.
Back in my day, we had to carve our dash out of out of elephant tusks in there.
I had to roll my dice up here both ways.
Yeah, we only had a D6 back then. That's all we rolled. West End games was awesome.
Back in my day, we had the D20s, but they didn't. They only numbered from 0 to 9 twice. You had to color in one set of them to make them different.
And if you looked into the forbidden side, you were lost for years.
We could only afford a D5.
Back when rolling the bones meant something.
Kids these days with their resin casts and their kick-started dice.
So, yeah. Thanks for role-playing, everyone.
Role-playing?
Not-
I mean, not my real voice, certainly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your eminent voice.
Yes. So you failed. Let's get back to that. That's not Terry any longer.
We just coast by, like, I opened the door.
Yeah, so I think you shine the light into this door. And what I think happens is, let's see, what are some lovely conditions?
Is it just, like, I look back too soon and I'm like, ouch.
Yeah, I think that definitely happens. I think there's definitely like a bright flash of light in your eyes.
Yeah.
And I think what we get is a shot from some sort of, I think it's like a surveillance camera for like the corridor.
Yeah.
As we see some very official looking dudes looking at this feed. And then you see this like bright flash of light on the outside. Then he's looking away. Maybe you had like continuous shots of this for like a good 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Like Captain, the prisoners are up to something. Let's go check them out.
I'm like trying to like pull it back and like push the seal back in, but I can't see anything, so I'm like,
Yeah, so let's see.
Kale, are you alright over there?
I'm fine. Your needs business anyway. It's business for chumps. Not as effective as high security locks, sir.
Okay, so while Kale is recovering from blindness, what are the rest of you doing?
Can I get my my goblin claws into the seal and try to pull it that way?
Yeah, for sure. I think you're about as likely to break it as you are to like force it open.
That's brilliant. I mean, I'm going to use my warp shape to slide in there easily, as well as my teeth and claws to just claw at it. So that gives me 4 to start. 1 for luck, 1 for goblin, 1 for teeth and claws, and 1 for warp shape. Awesome.
Yeah, and I think that method is going to be, this is basically like you picking the lock, so that's target number 3.
Okay. Roll. I'm gonna spend 2 dice from my pool. I want greater than 4. I think I'm doing this right.
Move snuggle up a bit.
No.
I mean, you did the thing, right?
You did it right. I was looking away. Let me just go back to this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ow!
So
My tiny fingers. No.
I think this is when we hear footsteps from the outside. Like someone's coming to investigate this.
Oh, I keep these and get 1 more. Where do I get an extra die from?
You copy paste?
Can I copy paste this?
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Find out together.
Question mark.
Or I can just give you another
No,
one.
I can't.
There we go.
Thank y'all.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is when the guards who are here to check things out come in, and what they see. Like I think one of them is like looking through like Kale's door, and then like on
Like
the
trying
other
to act
side,
nonchalant, like fuck.
Yeah, and then I think what we see on the other side, like behind them, as they're looking in and you're like talking shit about Kale. We see like some like tiny little goblin fingers like, sticking out like through the seal, and I think you're gonna be injured, Snuggle. You can take you jammed your fingers in the door.
Snuggle. Okay, there's no way to mark this on my character sheet, but that's cool.
Yeah, the character sheet is just a picture.
I will. I know.
You can just write that somewhere if you like.
Okay, I got it. I wrote it down here.
Lovely. Best place to write things.
The worst place to write them.
Don't write on your heads, kids. Very nice setup for that joke. We've been working on that for months. Well done, everyone.
Nailed it. That's the thing I was most worried about for this game. It's just getting that out there.
Yeah, that perfect joke. Okay, so I think the rest of you see that they're going to get into Kale's cell in a moment to like see like what the hell they're up to.
All right, so I'm seeing them going over Kale's, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing picking on that one over there? If you want to tussle with somebody, I'm your man." And I crack my knuckle like this.
And I'm like,
Huh?
I don't want to tussle.
No tussling.
No tussles here, sirs.
Yeah, so if you just want to like, taunt them to like, get over to you, I think this is something that they're malleable to. So this is like a fairly easy method to get them over to you. So I'm going to say that
I'm going to do something like I want to cuss on stream, but I'm basically going to like call them all kinds of nasty names and stuff like,
Oh no, cursing on stream. That would be horrible.
Okay, so this is going to be target number 2.
Alright, so how many dice?
So which traits and tags are going to be using? I think for
sorry.
Yeah. I think ex-Imperial Soldier makes sense here. Just take that route.
Yeah, ex-Imperial Soldier. And then I can get, I'm an outcast, right?
Yeah.
You have to pick one of the traits.
Yeah, you pick one of the traits and then any number of tags from that trait.
Oh, I gotcha.
So they're like trees going down. You have to pick a.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Ex-Imperial Soldier. So I go tactics, command. Okay. I think going command, maybe rank.
I was thinking soldiers would make sense. Rank would be like if you're trying to figure out which one of them is the leader.
Okay. So tactics, command, and soldiers, right?
Yeah.
Right. 4 dice. Okay.
Yeah. Then you can use any number from your pool.
Plus 1 to start. So you should have 5 dice because you said tactics, command, and soldiers is 3.
Okay. Right. Yeah. It should be
plus
5.
1 for it being under that tree and 1 to start, so it would be 5. Plus any number from your pool.
Do I need more? I don't know. Well,
looking at our past rolls, maybe.
Yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I will use, I guess, 2 for my pool, so I'll make it a total of 7. I guess. Okay.
I'm gonna give you one of my dice also, as I slip my injured finger back through, and
you just flip them off.
No, I mean. I'm sly and good at distractions, so I'm like, yeah, he's the captain. Gotta listen to him. For a bonus die, so that would give you 1 more.
So that's a total of 8.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
What happened to my dice?
You put them over here.
I didn't put them
There.
over there.
In
I
the
put
middle.
those 2 dice in the middle.
Those were from
Well-
me.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
You can have one of them.
Argos.
Fine, either way. Oh. No,
Okay,
well,
so let's see. So when
Five
you
success.
succeed, yeah.
The
So
goblins
when
never
you
get a fair
succeed,
shake.
when you succeed at the roll,
Yeah.
now is a good time to cover this since we finally did it.
Fine.
Finally!
Yeah. So all the dice you spent from your pool go away. You can get them back later.
okay.
So let's see. Should be. So you spent 2 from your pool, was it?
Yes.
Yeah. So you should be at 5.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have an extra one.
Yeah. The extra one was from Snuggle.
Gotcha.
They helped.
Okay.
Okay. So these dice are. Let's see. I could delete them, but.
If you put them on the bottom, just like line them up at the very bottom so we can.
Yeah, I can do that. Just put them way over there. Off screen.
Below the ship.
Below the ship. So yeah, you definitely managed to taunt them into your room instead. And I think with that with those 5 successes, I think what happens is that they leave Kale's door open while they head over to yours. They tap at a keypad or something, and the door slides open.
As soon as that happens,
Mhm.
I'm like wiping out the whites from my eyes, and I peek out my door, and I'm like, wait, and then I go shatter to one of them.
Nice.
Just so his door's already open.
Yeah. Okay, so you're breaking a door.
No, so
Or
my
you
door was
break
open.
Mhm.
And then as soon as they open his door, I'm waiting for them to slide open and
Okay.
have the 2 of them standing there, we're going to beat you up because we're guards. Trigger the shatter spell on them.
Oh,
So one of them just,
want to break them.
in
Okay.
whatever form that may take.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever form it may take. There might be some famous last words there.
That's my catchphrase, whatever form.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah, so we get a brief shot of them opening the door and all right then, let's check you out first. Let's see what the hell you're up to in this little room over here. And then you get the shot of them lining up.
Yeah.
And then we look over at Kale.
And I'm just rubbing eyes. I'm like, okay. Counting down to 3, 2, and then I roll some dice. I roll all my dice. Just
Remember,
your
if you
dice.
succeed, you don't get them back.
I don't roll all my dice. I roll a number of my dice. What is my DC of
Let's
dice?
see. Your difficulty is going to be, let's see, you're trying to kill 2 people with your magic.
Well, 1.
1. Okay, so let's see. I think that's going to be it's going to be, let's see, fighting Marines is 4. Let's put
Okay.
4.
So I have 3 from my trait line, and I'm gonna put 5 extra. It just stack them up a little, friendly little pyramid. 8 total. Should I do? I'll go one more. Let's just, let's do one. Just the pyramid was unbalanced.
Nice.
So that's 9. 9, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Oh, I forgot to do the. But 4. 1, 2, 3,
Yes,
4.
yes.
Yeah, I forgot to do the
So
other one. Yeah.
no worries.
I did it.
So what does that
you-
look like?
Successes.
What does your magic look like when you use it on people?
So one of them was like, yeah, let's see what you're on about. And he's like, hey, Tommy. And he nudges him. And Tommy's sitting and he just he's still, and he like nudges him, and he like falls against the edge, and he like, as he's made of like porcelain, he just like shatters and like falls to pieces on the floor. Like it freezes them first.
And then you immediately cut to a Snargle in his cell, and he's like, "Yeah, get him!"
like jumping up to see out the window. Everyone's
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
We kept you around for a reason, Kale. And get out of here.
rude.
Most impressive, Master Ark.
And I'm like obviously sweating, like it took a lot of concentration and my vision. I'm like, okay, and I just like sit back. I'm like, okay.
Well, it looks like it's bad luck for you. It's just one of you now, and I just go to punch him in the face.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fighting the Marines is still difficulty 4.
So I have a question about Key, because I feel that triggered my fraternity. I haven't shown my I killed the guy for him.
Yeah.
That's my bond.
I mean,
yeah, makes sense.
don't you also have like the mission of? Well, I guess you gotta.
Yeah, I have
actually,
to. I think it's more like once I get her out, like.
Gotcha.
That's what I was sort of like. Anything more directly. Otherwise, I could take Key every time I did something. So that's
every time you do anything.
it's like literally anything. Woman.
I mean, not necessarily. It's not always for the mission.
I'm buying all these beers for the mission, guys.
this is for the mission.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And
Yeah.
you can hit your key of brohood with Vance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when you hit a key, we can go over this for the people out there. You can either choose to get one XP, or you can add the die to your pool. That's your choice.
Okay. I will take an experience point because I want to get a certain thing unlocked as quickly as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lovely.
just,
Okay.
just put one XP. Thank you.
Lovely. Okay, so yeah, I think we get a quick reaction shot of this poor guy who's just here to might be his first week on the job,
Oh no.
trying to act tough for the other Marines, and now his partner is in bits on the floor.
Couldn't hold it together.
No. Yeah.
So
Decided to hit the floor. So yeah, this guy is just here, looks down at the floor and he's just stunned. He doesn't see you coming at all.
all right, so I'll go. I guess warrior tree. I guess so battle hardened, and brawl. I guess so. That's 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I should mention that you don't start with the tags that are in brackets, so you don't have brawl yet. You have to buy that.
So just battle hardened.
Yeah.
Well,
Vance is much more of a shooter than he is a fighter.
Okay.
Yeah, but you probably don't have your weapons at the moment, so it makes sense.
All right, so I will throw a dice in to make it 3, I guess. So.
Let's see. Well, with warrior and battle hardened, you'll be at 3 because you start at 1 and then you add 1 for the trait and then 1 for the tag.
I'll add 1 for total of 4.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
And actually, I think because of the condition that he's in, because of the wonderful magic that Kel performed, well, wonderful is the word for it, and I think your target number is going to be 3. So you'll need 3 successes. Okay.
Only 2.
And well, actually, it's only 1. But yeah, failure either way.
It's only 1.
Yeah.
I need 4 above. Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No worries.
All right, so I failed, but I don't lose my dice, right?
Yeah, you get your dice back, and you get 1 more. You can just drag 1 from down here. It's up to you.
All right, So what happens is that I think is I tried to go to punch him, and I guess he saw it coming, and I just like big old whiff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like some sort of like instinct kicks in, and he just like, ducks out of it. We see this like massive fist flying past him.
He just got out of training, as we've established.
Yeah, this is a very common situation in training. What happens when your partner's on the floor?
In pieces.
In pieces. Yeah. It's harsh.
Yeah.
It's harsh training.
Mm-hmm.
You totally would have knocked him out, but slipped on his partner.
Ugh.
Parts of it.
Ooh.
They're like pointy shards too now. They're not good.
Yeah. So see, I think what happens here because you failed. I think might be a condition in here for you.
Okay.
And I think what happens to Vance is that like we talked about like how he's much more of a shooter than he is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that you realize that you're not good at fist fighting anymore. Like you're used to being at a distance and just gunning people down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this makes you angry. Take the angry condition.
That is, I am more than happy to do that.
Yeah, just write down angry somewhere close to your name.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is not a good time for Captain Vance.
How long do these conditions last, by the way? Because I just sort of like blinked away being blind, but I could still be blind.
Blinding is not on the list, so
Okay.
you're fine there. Conditions last until you can take what's called a refreshment scene,
Okay.
which is also when like your pool resets.
Mhm.
It's basically like we'll explain this when we get there.
Sure.
But-
One more thing. Was my shattering going into danger? I'm not trying to farm XP, but in the rules, it says that if I go into danger, I get 2 XP.
Well, was it danger? Like casting a spell on this guy while Vance is like distracting them.
I could have missed and hit Vance.
I mean,
So it's dangerous.
He's in his room.
Okay.
It's
Well,
not
that's up
dangerous
to you.
yeah, it's not dangerous for you.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's fair.
Turnkey. It is not necessary for you to go the way of your compatriot. Should you just capitulate, turn over your key, you will be well treated. That much I can assure.
Yeah, she is in charge. She knows everything. You definitely should be listening to everything she says. Ow.
I like how Snargle goes like, oh yeah, he's in charge. Oh yeah, she's in charge. Oh wait, I'm in charge. He's in charge. We're all in charge.
Communists.
So
So I'm giving you another. I'm giving you a die. Is what I'm trying to position here fictionally.
well, thank you.
Yeah.
And I think I'm trying to charm with charisma, presence, and command.
But a very, very natural sentence. But yeah, those all make sense.
And I'll throw in a die as well. So
Yeah.
7. What's my target?
I think your target is going to be, let's see, this guy's had it rough. So I think I'm gonna put this at a 2.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go. It's closer than one would like.
Good job.
You did it. You did the thing. It's like yeah. I think this is when like the audience gets his like exposition. Like you just this is my first week here. I'm sorry. I just want to do my job here. And, like he reaches into his pockets and like takes that. This no wait no they have like a keypad thing. So he just takes out.
Today's codes.
Yeah. There's definitely like a small like. Yeah, I think it's like a it might even be like a data pad, even with like today's codes for all the different rooms. Like, yeah. Here, and he tries to give it to you first, lady, but he realizes that yours like still behind the door. It's like yeah. Okay, yeah. I just give that to and I think there's a moment where he looks towards his partner, like what do I do? No.
He looks to where his head was and then looks down.
It's like I'm just gonna give this to can you take this? And he looks over to Cyrus. Like, yeah, can.
Thank you, my good man. Now step inside with you.
Yes, of course. And he I think what he does is he starts taking off down the hall, but then he slips on his partner. And he's like,
who has started to melt by then. It's just it's not good.
Yeah, it's a whole mess. Like, it slips and falls, and it's just it's like
yeah, like right in front of our cell, and I see it, and I'm like, gotta be careful, man. This place is a mess.
And, yeah, it's the worst. And he's like crawling through this, and he's making a long mess on along the wall, on the floor.
Turnkey, you have made the right choice, but again, I would suggest that you place yourself in one of the cells rather than simply running away. It will look better. You were overpowered.
Yeah, he tries to crawl away, and I'm like standing on his pant leg, just shaking my head.
Super cash.
I think he looks up, and he's just covered, like, because you mentioned that it started to melt.
Yeah.
So his face is just covered in goo, and there's like bits stuck to him. Like, you think it'll look better?
Yes, there's no need for further.
Yeah,
messiness.
I mean, if you ran off now, who could say we overpowered you? That's yeah.
Oh, all right.
I help him up, like really friendly, like arm on the back, and like walk in my cell, set him down.
Yeah, he's Even while he's distraught, he's just looking at you, Kale. I think he's scared of you more than anything else. Like, you offer him the handkerchief, and he's like, no. I'll wash myself.
He just tries to wipe it off, and it smears it worse.
Yeah, like one of the like bits on his face just start melting, and he's like, I'll be over here. Okay. And he like steps into your cell and like tries to shut it behind him.
Yeah. Wave as it closes.
Whenever you guys are ready, I'm ready to get out of here.
I don't know what you're talking about there, Snargle. Your commander is in there. She's not free yet, so until she gets out, I guess you can get out, right?
Taps foot impatiently.
Yeah. Little finger waggle through the door.
We all know which finger it is.
I don't know how these blasted things works. Carl, let's figure this out.
I come over as he's like slamming the key, like going to slam it down the gun. I just like grab it and I'm like, all right, let's see. I just open the door.
Yeah, so with that you can get the other doors open quickly enough. And I think at that time it's the introduction of our fifth character, who's been mysteriously silent until now. It's the lady's bodyguard, former pit fighter, now loyal servant of the lady, Naomi Bishop. And I like the image I have in my mind of her, like ever since like the first time I played this game, is pretty much like Zarya from Overwatch. This is like big buff lady.
Feel it.
Yeah.
With like teal hair instead of pink.
Yeah. We don't want to get sued.
No. Obviously different.
Yeah, so like longish like, teal hair. Is like looking over in your direction.
Similar but legally distinct.
Yeah. I was wondering when you were going to get finished. You made quite a mess out here, Gail.
Well, it's not my fault. Normally they fall inward. It's just... What are you gonna do? I'm like stepping around the forming puddles of this person,
Mhm.
and like
I'm
bits of their
sup-
cloth.
I would be. I'm surprised that you have a normally, but I guess when you do this enough times,
Yeah.
you learn.
Again,
Wait, what?
that was most impressive. We should talk when there's time.
Yes. And then I go, like, you guys are set, and I get Snargle out.
Mm.
Everyone's free.
Lovely.
What now, boss?
Well, since I'm completely useless without my guns and weapons, I guess we gotta go find our weapons and get our ship back.
Did I get a gun off this guard? Or should I just leave him in the room with gun? I go back over to my cell and I open the door up. I'm like, can I have your gun?
Sure. Take him.
Sure. And they're like, thanks. And I hand the gun, and the door slides closed again.
Yeah, he tosses out a gun and like a flashlight and like a sandwich.
Just like snatch, and I grab this and was like, I hand the sandwich to Snargle and the flashlight.
Sandwich is gone.
And just like into your mouth immediately.
Disturbing every time I see that. Just
It doesn't even chew. I mean, it just.
Just sucked in there.
it's a mouth with legs. Honestly.
Delicious.
It's the joke where you turn your head sideways and just like push the sandwich in, but it's
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
front.
yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not sure how it works. Goblin physiology.
Goblins are weird like that.
not even
Like,
scientists
like,
know.
like his mouth, like just kind of opens wider and wider, and just like around the sandwich, and like the mouth comes at like different directions than it's supposed to when it
You don't want to
closes
look
up.
closely at it. It's
Yeah, no, you just don't.
It's non-Euclidean eating.
Nice. So yeah, you have a gun. There might be another gun in pieces on the floor.
Yeah.
Those are probably not useful.
That's the downside. When it really goes off, the entire person shatters. So.
Mhm.
Captain Vance, you've been on these kinds of ships before. You probably know where we can find something. So they would keep all of our stuff, right? The ship. Want a ship.
And like Snargle starts like bouncing around, like looking for like a window that looks outside.
I pull up the keypad. There's a map. I hand it to the captain. I'm like, oh, that's too much.
This is how it works, sir.
Yeah, like Snargle is like map, like bounce is like is like waist high and is like trying to see the map in the captain's hand when you hand it over.
Yeah.
As much as I'm a jerk to Snargle, she's still a member of my crew, or she is still a member of my crew. So I
Goblins are confusing.
Yeah. Pronouns. He kneels so Snargle can see it, and looks at the map. I'm gonna see if I can find where they kept our stuff. Obviously, they took our equipment, and where they have the owl kept.
Yeah, for sure. I think just deciphering the map. I think I think it's like fairly easy to read for you. You've read maps like this 100 times before, and you might not have been on the Handle Star itself. You've definitely been on like Imperial cruisers like this in the past. So I think the main conflict here is that that same surveillance feed from earlier is showing some very interesting images to the people in charge.
Okay.
So I think the conflict here is going to be just like, can you get there in time to before they catch you?
And I'm picturing us like running along the hallway and like Snargle like holding his like broken fingers like ow 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 every step we take.
I would like to. Is there a role that I can like? So can I devise a plan like knowing my crew? Like I want to grab our stuff, disable the ship so we can escape, and then grab our ship. Using like our crew, obviously I would have Snargle take and Naomi Bishop.
Snargle is the best pilot.
Yeah, take Lady Blackbird to the ship, while me and I know splitting the party's bad, but epic. It's always epic sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine. So let's see. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna treat this as this is gonna be 2 rolls.
Okay.
One to get all your stuff back, and one to get to the owl.
All right.
And I think both of those are going to be to get there in time and unseen. Well, uninterrupted at least. You've been seen at this point. Yeah, made quite a sight. So I think those 2 are going to be difficulty.
The training manual will be updated with.
Yeah. If there's a petty sorcerer amongst your prisoners, don't leave them unattended. Yeah, so those 2 are both going to be difficulty 5, I think. So you'll need 5 successes.
So I'll go Ex-Imperial Stardust, Tactics Command, Maps, Imperial Warships, because this is an Imperial Warship, right?
Yep.
So that's...
So that should put you at...
I'm also good with maps, so I'm also helping make this plan.
Yeah, and I'll put my hand on your shoulder, Cyrus, and look at the map and say, I've been on an Imperial ship or 2. The weapons locker is usually on the 5th deck, near aft.
When she puts her hand on my shoulder, I get a little flustered and go, thank you for your help, ma'am. I really appreciate it, lady. Yes.
Of course.
I'm behind I'm like.
Yeah. So you can consider that hitting your key of hidden longing for sure. So you can either take an XP for that or add a die to your pool.
I'm gonna add a die to my pool.
Oh, and did I hit Key of the Paragon in securing the jailer's surrender?
Let's see. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So you hit your key when you demonstrate your superiority or when your noble traits overcome a problem.
Okay.
I think that last one definitely happened.
I think I'm just gonna... Okay, well, go ahead. I need to decide whether I want to attempt to hit XP or just hold on to dice.
Okay, do you want to use any dice from
I
your
think
pool?
we need dice on this more than anything, so I'm gonna go with dice. I know probably I should level my character, but he cares more about getting this done, so it might be. So how many d6s is that total? I count like 10? Wow.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let's see. This was tactics, command, maps, Imperial warships. Brings it up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
I think from there.
And then
one from Snargle and one from Lady Blackbird, which puts you at 8.
Oh, okay. So I must have been all right. Well, hitting longing is 9, right?
Yeah, if you want to use that die, then it just goes into your pool.
Okay. Okay. So 8 total?
Yep.
That should be enough, right, guys? Or do you think I should use that?
Target number 5.
I mean, you could do better, and you've got a stack of dice over there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, let me go with. I'll take 2 more that's 8.
Yeah, that'll bring you up to 10.
10, 11, 12. Should I at least keep 2? Well, I'm rolling twice, right?
Yeah, you'll be rolling twice, or whoever wants to make the other roll. Just putting those 2 obstacles up there.
Just to
So
clarify, what were the 2 different obstacles?
One to get your stuff back, and one to get to the owl.
I can roll to get to the owl, and you can roll to get to the ship.
Okay.
Does that mean I can't help him, or can he also help me?
Yeah, you can help each other. These are just like 2 different things.
So I'm giving up 3 dice for a total of 11, right?
Yep, sounds right.
Okay. Oh,
There we go. Yeah,
Oh goodness.
Nice.
Is the other one also 5?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna take I would like to take I get 1 and then pilot. I think daring, evasion. I'm not flying this, but I'm aware of ships.
Yeah.
Maps, possibly navigation. And if anybody wants to help me.
I wouldn't say navigation because I think maps is the one you're pulling for trying to get through the hallways.
Okay. So I'm at 5. And then I'm going to spend all of my dice from my pool. That will give me 10.
Goodness.
But it's okay because I'm a goblin. So I'm at 10 so far. And is anybody helping me?
Sure. Well, okay, this is actually getting there, not finding out where it is, yes?
So you actually, your Wizard Donna, you should have had it greater than 4 because you needed 5 successes not to roll higher than a 5.
Oh.
So you technically actually got 7 successes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I messed up. Oh.
But it's okay.
Yeah. Still worked.
So I can't help her with Imperial warships or command?
Yeah, you can help her.
You have to spend one of your dice to do it, though.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll spend one of my dice.
Brilliant.
You know who could help us? Naomi Bishop.
Yep. Let's see. Does she know anything about Imperial warships or piloting and stuff like that? She just
Probably only knows about fighting.
Let's see. I mean, she's a former slave, so she's fairly good at hiding
and running.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right.
So she's gonna toss in the die there.
Okay. I got 12 dice on this. Let's keep our fingers crossed, guys.
Yeah.
Bam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All
there
right.
we go.
I am going to catch a lucky break and get all 5 of my dice back from that.
Nice.
Goblin power.
That's what you meant. I was like, what could she possibly mean?
I mean, I'm a gabbo. I've got a secret, a lucky break. Once per session, I can keep my dice pool when I succeed. So go ahead and roll all of them. So I did.
Nice.
Lovely.
Follow Snargle. Snargle knows where to get to the ship. We gotta get the owl. We gotta get it. Gotta get it up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. So Snargle is like gets there out of like dumb luck more than anything. It's like oh right, yeah. No, I think you navigate there safely, but the luck comes in that no one else sees you.
Yeah, it's just like we narrowly miss getting spotted by a bunch. Like there's like this thing where like we see like a patrol of guards that's about to cross the hallway we're in, and like one of them like sneezes and drops their glasses, and then they both stop in order to look for it, and then we walk past.
It's a Final Fantasy stealth quest where there's a bunch of guards and a bunch of hallways and a grid.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
Yeah, so after that like long and drawn out stealth sequence that I'm very glad we don't have to play out.
Yeah, it's fine. We just do it.
It's one of those parts of the game.
We agree, so we do it.
Yeah. We get to now you all have your stuff back. You have your lovely guns and any other equipment that you might have in your possession. I think Naomi has like one of those big fuck off guns. just kind of her thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And also like a piece of something that's like wrapped in cloth, just to hit people with.
Yeah. And you're in the hangar where they keep the like any of the like smaller vessels attached to the Hand of Sorrow, like the Imperial like fighter jets and the like, the equivalent, and no boats with the smaller warships.
Yeah.
And amongst them, sort of like, sorry,
It's okay.
up against one of the walls, you see the owl.
I want to try to do a quick sabotage before I leave. Before we get on the ship. I want to. I imagine there's like I keep thinking of Star Wars. I don't know why.
It's a pretty solid touchstone.
Yeah. And there's like automatic repair bots, and I want to like hack into the little like mechanics workstation and click the make it look like all the fighter jets need repairs, so they start draining the fluids. It's like turning off your computer before you work on it. Okay. So that if they try to use these or like decharge the magic core and de-energize the positrons, is that so that when they try to come after us, they're either slowed or it just doesn't. Slowing is my main thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see if there's an obstacle listed for something like that for hacking.
Yeah.
Applying the techno hacks.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, not quite, but I think this.
And I'm trying to do this fast. So.
Yeah, I think this is going to be target number 4.
Okay. Mechanic, obviously. Engines, sabotage, efficiency.
I mean, yeah, if you want to do it quickly.
Yeah. Mechanic, engines, efficiency, sabotage. 1 to start off with.
So 5.
Okay. And you said it was 4. I'm just spending them all. I'm just all my dice. So 7.
All 2 of them.
I do so many dice, guys. It's gonna be so good. So 76, and then less than
greater than 4.
Greater than 4. Okay.
And I would like to, since I know Carl's an awesome mechanic, and I see what she's automatically doing, I'm like, good job, Carl, and I'm like watching her back.
Yeah.
So
I was like, thank you, sir. It's Kale, sir.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I've been drinking.
It's the closest you've been so far.
No.
I know Carl was your previous mechanic, and I think you may have hired me because of that.
Not give her dice.
Okay, so it's 86, greater than 4. All right. Every time.
Yay!
Very nice.
Very nice. So yeah, you definitely re-engage some positrons.
Yeah, I
realign the grid.
I realigned the Magicite positron grid and decouple some of the engine fuel.
Yeah, decouple the fuel.
Yeah,
definitely how that works.
Which are chunks of fuel, which I know is a thing.
Yeah,
because I'm a mechanic.
Indeed. So yeah, you'll have a bit of a head start on the way out as they're like trying to figure out what the hell has been done to their fighter jets.
And all these like little like lines of little robots start coming out and like.
Yeah, I'm definitely picturing some like Oompa Loompas.
Yeah, but also like Wall-E style, like they have the lines to follow.
Yeah, they just like start piling out. I think
adorable.
I think they're singing.
Yeah,
I think that there might be like, "Let's get to work" song. Little happy bots.
Yeah, so that's just so you know when they're working, so you don't try to like, it's more of an alarm system for when they're working.
Yeah. So I think this is also giving you a distraction to get to the owl. Yeah. Because otherwise you have to like navigate through this hangar to like get there. But now everyone in here is like wait, why is this going off? Like investigating the cleaner bots.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Love it.
Hmm.
They're so cute in my head.
So yeah, they are adorable. Adorable cleaner bots. That's gonna go in the notes. So yeah, with that, you can make your way across the hangar, going from ship to ship, and you find yourselves outside the owl. And as far as you can tell, no one knows that you're right here, but people are definitely looking for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just bustling in the ship up above, but you have a moment to try and board your own ship and get away.
The captain has to go on first because that's protocol.
Yeah.
I go on last, actually.
I'll get it warmed up.
And already Snargle is on the ship.
Yeah. Snargle, get in.
I think I say that at like I've only been on the ship for like a little while, but I always get it wrong. I'm like, yes, you've been first, right? Always wrong.
My lady, where did you find these people?
What's that?
My lady, where did you find these people? It seemed like, well, I would love to call them professionals, but I don't think it's accurate.
Working on it.
I heard that.
Some hive of scum and
Snargle just,
villainy.
We're both offended.
Nick's over.
I guess beggars can't be choosers, huh?
How was it a beggar is voluntarily homeless?
Yeah, I think Naomi just nods.
We go to get on the ship,
Hmm.
lowering the pilot.
Little bridge stick, lowering the pilot.
Yeah, lowering the pilot into a tube, and then they open it.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah.
Just like in what was that anime where she was in the tube?
Yeah. I'm just picturing R2D2 here. It's like sliding into this little slot.
Yeah, it's like a dumbwaiter, but for goblins. Every ship needs a goblin so they can open their ship.
Yeah. Just like crawls into it like a little square, just like
Yeah. No, it's
Goblin
like goblin
can.
ear shaped, so your head just you crawl in.
It's like connected.
Goblin in a can. So useful.
yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna go see if we can get the engines fired up. Well, I guess I need Kale's help for that as the mechanic.
Mhm.
So we'll like lower the gangplank and
Everybody get on. Come on, quickly. We gotta keep going, Kale.
I
Fire
make
up
sure
the
Lady
boilers.
Blackbird is up there first.
Yeah,
Fine,
I think
fine.
I'll
Naomi does the same.
Yeah.
Like he always keeps to the lady's side.
I'll just proceed on in at a stately pace.
Of course. So yeah, I think with that you can get away safely if you want.
Yes.
But do you want to get away safely?
I
do you
do.
Do you want to give them a big send off on your way out?
I mean, I don't want to get away safely. What am I talking about? Look at this. I'm Daredevil.
Mhm.
I want to get away in the showiest way possible in order to get them to fire their own guns at themselves.
Can I flashback to me
Can I
like
do that?
as we were like scooping around? Like I pick up one of the energy fuel pods, and I know that if we attach that to one of our weapons, just like on the top of it, it makes a bigger explosion.
Sure.
And
Yeah, we can say
yeah,
that.
Can I make an addendum? Maybe sort of like a Molotov cocktail sort of thing, like we're like it puts plasma on when you leave, when we like a canister.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Just make a big explosion on your way out. And this is starting to sound like a roll to me. So why don't it sounds like Kale might be the one making the roll, and then Cyrus might be helping.
I just wanted a piece to when we're. I didn't want to make an explosion right now. I wanted to put it on like
I
that
want
last
to be
bullet.
a badass navigator pilot and do weird, stupid daredevil shit where I get their attention to start firing at the ship, but then turn it back around so they spin their guns back at their own ship.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if I roll for making a big explosion, I'm gonna fail, but I'll get the dice back.
Hmm.
So that'll be good.
Let's see. Why don't we have you making the roll, Snargle?
Snargle. So this is 1 to start, 1 for pilot, 1 for daring, 1 for maneuvering, 1 for evasion, 1 for trick flying. I don't know about astrophysics. I don't know if that works.
Yeah, atmospherics. Well, it's nowhere else in the document, so we don't know what it is either. I think it's like weather conditions out in the wild blue.
And maybe going from
Oh yeah, because
landing.
obviously the way that I get away after I trick them by going back among myself is to dive into a cloud.
Of course.
Then I'm very certain this triggers my key of Daredevil for a dangerous situation for double XP.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna take it as XP because I don't have any yet. And then I'm at 7 dice. I'm gonna go ahead and what is my target here?
See, I think normally it would be 4 because you're injured. Maybe bump it up to 5.
Okay.
Fingers are still hurting a bit.
Yeah, because we haven't had a chance to stop and have a little scene here. Okay. That means I am going to. Why is this not closing? What in the world?
I have a question about, like, is it that every ship has to have a goblin pilot because the mechanism is just like a bunch of holes and you stick your fingers in them and just like wiggle them around?
Yes.
Or maybe that's just our ship. Yeah.
No,
it's one of those things that you don't want to think about too much. Just
I'm gonna spend 3 more dice on this, bringing me up to a 10, which means that gives me a pretty good shot here.
Yeah.
Bam. Nope. Bam. 7 successes. Yes.
You did it.
Right.
Flashy.
You did the thing.
I did the thing.
nice.
Flashy indeed. Yeah. So, yeah, you're giving us the ideas, but tell us what this looks like. What does your daring escape from the hand of sorrow look like?
So that the owl, which it's kind of shaped like a sort of like a whale. It dives out of the landing dock area, and then Snargle purposely swings back around past like the viewing port of the destroyer, and or whatever it's called here.
The destroyer is a good word.
So and he swings back around past it, and like then we like hear all the alarms going off, bwah, 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 and like battle stations, and people get in, and then you see all the guns on the top of the battleship just start swiveling around, and the owl just like swings back and like starts coming right at the gun, and then to the side, and then they shoot anyway and just start punching holes in their own ship, and then the owl dives down into a cloud bank and disappears.
Nice. I dig it.
And the entire time, Snargle's like, ow, ow, ow. No, I got this. Don't worry. Ow. Shit.
How is your hand
Cool.
anyway?
How was what?
Oh, your hand?
Not good.
If you wish, I could attend to that. There are certain risks, but if you're in pain.
Sure.
Yeah, I think this might be a good time to get into the refreshment scenes.
Yeah.
So the way that refreshment scenes work is that let's see. So this is how you refresh your pools and how you can get rid of conditions and the like. So this is when your character has a scene with another character, and we start like getting to know them, getting to know them more. This is when we ask questions about each other, like in character, and to show off bits of ourselves to the other players. So it sounds like Snargle is having a refreshment scene with the lady here.
Sounds good to me.
Mhm.
So while Lady Blackbird is doing whatever to bandage Snargle's hand, he's like,
Sure, going a long way for this. It's really worth it.
It is necessary. Were I to stay in Elysium, certain factions would gel in a way that would have ramifications across the Wild Blue. And there is a certain someone. Oh, and that attending to your hand.
Yeah.
What seemed like it was just going to be like bandaging is not that. She like takes your hand, and then her eyes roll up, and like the room sort of darkens, and I guess we're like near the cockpit, right?
Sure.
So like from there's like a roiling from the depths below, and she makes this low sound that sort of sounds like thunder, sort of like human chanting. It's like definitely not a sound that you've ever heard like a human make before.
Humans are weird.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, magic.
You also can ask me a question here.
Oh yes.
If you like. If you want to know more about the life of Snargle.
Honestly, who doesn't?
Yes.
Snargle's
So
an open book.
as the bones begin to set at like sort of this at this alarming speed, and it feels very sort of like being touched by this roiling inky darkness. So tell me, Snargle, what brought you to side with humans, to serve amongst another kind?
Oh, it's the sky. It's not often that I get a chance to pilot a ship. It's not my ship, but it's one of those things where the goblins, we don't have our own ships, not really. But I love to fly, and Captain Vance, he lets me treat the owl like it's my own.
see much light in him and in you. I am glad that you have had this opportunity. Travel where others of your kind have not. Make a name for yourself.
Thanks. Thanks for the heals too. You get back to piloting this ship, but we're gonna get you to the outskirts on time.
You're too kind.
Snuggle.
All right.
Okay.
Adorable.
Love that was adorable. So, but
Y'all
before-
laugh. Do I get to take my XP there for my
Sure.
banter?
Yeah,
Okay.
feel free to.
Thank you.
But before we do the rest of the refreshment scenes, do we want to take a bit of a break?
Yes,
We're-
please.
That
Sure.
sounds good.
Coming up on a good time for one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
We agree, so we do it.
Okay. Give me just a moment, because
Kind of sprung that on you
Because-
after your emotional
yeah.
scene.
I
Come back into
should
yourself.
have been keeping an eye on things and knowing that I should have that set up, but no, of course not. So we will be back shortly. Please stick around.